Hey guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name's Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in just 30 minutes a day. Okay, let me start with, the same kind of contest we ran yesterday. I had a blast with it. We're going to run it back again. Let me fill you in here, but get a couple links ready. And I'm going to let the tweet I just sent out there marinate for just a quick minute. GMs to you guys watching. Cats, I see out there. I like your clip a lot. I maybe I call the winner here live. I think are only entries. Well, maybe I should set up what the contest was. Okay, a couple more people coming in. I just want to see that number go up, and then I'll share the contest details here. In the meantime, smash a like on the show. If you're watching on Abstract, well, probably easiest to do this contest over there. So if you're watching over there, smash the like. Do it on X as well. But no matter what, come over here to the YouTube side and subscribe to the channel, guys. It's Crypto Slam over on YouTube. And yes, you can actually make clips there as well. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm dropping a link in the chat here to the stream on Abstract. The contest is, it's an easy one, guys. Make a clip of the show here today, okay? A clip of the show, however long you want, however short you want, but make a clip of the show. And then you're going to tweet it out there on X and tag the Swarm accounts, the Swarm_AI. And we're going to pick our favorite clip of the day and give you 10,000 Swarm. So yesterday we had Cats with a clip and we had Player with a clip. Look, if you also did a clip and I didn't see it, please hit me up in DMs. Those are the only two I saw. They were both excellent. Going to pick a winner there and you're getting your 10,000 Swarm. But yes, we're running that back today. So again, on Abstract, really easy to make those clips. I believe it is on YouTube as well. On X, no idea. Give it a shot, though. Put your clip out there. Make sure to tag us so we can see it. And then we'll send those Swarm stimmies out this weekend. But, guys, if you like that, I already like it. But if you like it, we'll keep doing that. And as we get guests on, we have some awesome ones coming up. We'll see if they maybe want to get in on the action, too. All right, let's get into the show. Actually, a pretty light day of news. I will tell you, there's some fun stories out there, some that are actually outside of the crypto AI sector here. So I'm excited to get to those here. Again, subscribe to Crypto Slam over on YouTube. Follow us on X. It is SlamAI_XYZ. And obviously, you got to be following us at the Swarm_AI. This is our flagship AI agent. Soon we'll be in the Virtuals ACP Swarm. And really, it's weird for me to say soon when behind the scenes is in the Swarm. Those guys are already talking and doing their thing. I'm still not sure what I can say, so I mostly shouldn't say anything. I don't know if I should have said that, but maybe you assumed already that they're well in progress. But yeah, so behind the scenes, this stuff is moving. It's really, really spicy. It's really cool. I cannot wait to share those details. Like I said yesterday, it's the Virtuals team that'll get to announce that first, I assume, but I'm chomping at the bits for it. So anyway, follow along here. Make sure you keep staying on top of all of this. Token, I see you, man. Good to see you, man. I wish I had some alpha. Oh, you know what? The whole show is alpha to that point, Token. That's right. So throughout the show, clip whatever. Hey, like maybe an idea. When I touch on the market from cookie.fun, clip that part, right? A quick market overview. I'll tell you too, by the end of the show, if you saw the thumbnail of the show, I mean, that part right there is probably going to make a spicy clip out there. Yes, it's in the title. The Wizard of Oz remade with AI on the Las Vegas Sphere. Really, really cool. That'd probably make a great clip. So there you go. Get yourself set up. Again, kind of going to be a short show. There's not a ton going on, but let's kick it off with our buddy Billy Betts here, who's ramping up everything, guys. I tuned into their spaces yesterday. They're bringing on more devs, and they're hosting regular spaces too, to keep people extra plugged into what's going on in that ecosystem. Also, I believe having a closed or a gated Discord. They have a lot. I'm very, very interested in that agent. I'm actually personally thinking about getting some of that token to support, but also I think there might be some pretty nice potential there. What we do, though, is check in on his bets. Billy Betts is an agent that bets on sports. And yesterday, a couple wagers here. Looks like 3 total. Wagered $3,500 yesterday. Went 2-1 on the money line. Made $800 there. And then on props, 1-0. A cool $525. Really, really great here. And at this point, a winning record across the board in those MLB bets here. 48-32 on the money line. 31-30 with those props bets. Man, GG's to Billy Betts. Love that guy. Moving on to Virtuals. Okay. we looked at the Virtuals' new point system. And as we looked through their light paper or white paper, I made a comment here. I said, look, this sounds an awful lot like Vader's EAO platform. It's an agent token launchpad. It's where the Swarm launched. It's where Billy Betts launched. It's where Vader has their new launch next week, the name Wake Hacker. Next week, that will actually be their final launch, guys, because like I said, the Virtuals new point system sounds like it's a lot like the Vader thing, and they have an early agent offering as well. It is the same thing, okay? So Vader is actually no longer going to do these EAOs. After next week, they're not going to be doing these token pre-sales. They're now working with Virtuals and building out their infrastructure, so those agent token launches are directly there on Virtuals. Really, really cool. It makes a lot of sense. Vader giving some of the their technical expertise and their experience to the team. But Vader stakers and token holders are not left behind here. In fact, if you're staking your Vader tokens still, and if you already are, you may want to continue to do that, they're getting a big percent of the Virtuals points. And those points are what you're going to use to get into these token launches on Virtuals. Really, really cool partnership. Makes a ton of sense. I will tell you this too. The Vader team reached out and they say it right here in their tweet. Those weekly spaces we've been doing with them, first off, are a ton of fun. I'm learning a ton from everybody in this Vader ecosystem, but those are not going to stop. Vader's still going to be out here supporting their EAO tokens, right? Their EAO projects. Again, Billy Betts, the Swarm, Wake Hacker. We're going to keep those spaces rocking. So peace of mind for hopefully a bunch of people out there. We're still going to be chatting weekly here. But again, 5% of daily Virgin points going to the Vader guys, the Vader stakers. So this looks like a win across the board. Maybe Vader pivots and goes more into content, which I would love. Happy to help those guys with it too. But it's a really big partnership, and we'll see how that unfolds. I imagine the first launches will be coming up here within a matter of weeks. Love it. We'll keep an eye on it. Now, Virtuals, even more news, guys. Binance has a new platform. I don't know if that's the best word for it, but TLDR here. A lot of controversy about how Binance picks what tokens are going to get listed on their exchange. And they fixed it to a degree. I think there's still controversy out there, but a new kind of platform where you can actually vote for the next tokens that get listed. And guys, the Virtuals protocol made it into this second round here. So here we go. Virtuals will be listed on Binance. You could imagine that's fantastic for the price of Virtuals. And yeah, it sure as heck was. 18% rally according to Graham here. Really, really bullish for the Virtuals platform token specifically here. Yes, we'll be listed, man, right on Binance. And then just to keep giving the Virtuals guys their flowers, look, Google announced here, and this is just a couple days ago, agent to agent protocol that lets AI agents collaborate, talk. Sounds very much like a Swarm kind of environment, right? And again, flowers to the Virtuals team who way ahead of the game here. Way ahead. Virtuals has their ACP that's coming very, very soon. Google just now catching up. Yes, what's going on here in crypto is right at the cutting edge of this agentic thing that has been born, and proud of these Web3 companies who are that competitive. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's take a look at the market here over on cookie.fun. And believe it or not, maybe we're not shocked here given how the past 24, 48 hours have gone, but a lot of green over here. $5.73 billion market cap for the agentic tokens here, up over 15%. Nice to see this kind of green here today. Your top agents by market cap. Fartcoin on top here, no surprise, followed by Ket, Turbo, Faye, and Toshi. On the infrastructure side, it is FET on top, followed by Virtual, AI16Z, Prompt, and Ask Venice. And then in DeFi AI, it is Ask Venice on top, Hey Anon, Olas, CX, and Griffane. And then let's check out the mindshare metric, and I can't imagine anybody will be surprised here, but yeah, Fartcoin on top. Usually in a big way, not so much actually today. Yes, still on top, but right behind him is Prompt, coming from that Wayfinder team. No, sir. TGE yesterday, a lot of controversy with that TGE. We talked about it yesterday. I actually have an update for you today, but yes, on X, on crypto Twitter, big conversation around how that went. We've got Open Ledger and then KIA, whatever. And then Virtual, they're at the number 5 spot. All right, then we dial it in a little closer to the action. Looking at my favorite tokens out there. Here's AIXBT, and I think the theme of green carries across, up over 9% in the past 24 hours, a $70 million market cap. Venice, also green, 8 point, up over 8% here, $58 million market cap. Goat, my number one favorite coin, it is up over 13%, $47 million market cap. But his little brother, not so little, man, it's Fartcoin, up over 33% and $928 million market cap. He is right there at the threshold of that billion market cap, which is absolutely incredible. Fartcoin is your top dog AI token. Happens to be a meme coin too. It's a beautiful thing. And then finally, ARK also up here, which is great. Up 20% to a $34.6 million market cap. All right. Love those guys, all of them. We'll keep our eyes on those daily just to feel out how this market is going. About Wayfinder. And again, that TGE that didn't go how they were expecting it. It also didn't go how, quite a few people in the community were expecting. Some people got tokens that weren't expecting to get any, and others who were expecting to get some, they got nothing. So this is still unfolding. But remember, they had paused this the claim process because somebody was attacking, actually stealing tokens. That is now back open. And so if you had a token claim and it was cut off and you weren't able to claim them yesterday, you can go right back over to their site and claim them now. Go find the AI Wayfinder account, follow their official links, and double and triple check those links. Make sure you're on the right stuff. But those claims are open again as of right now. Now, yesterday during the FUD, I mentioned how highly I think of the team. Right? It's a team of builders who have been here for years, who are really also at the cutting edge of AI. So when there's FUD out there, it's going to beat down the price of a token. It's how it works. And I mentioned that's probably a time I would personally be looking to buy. I did not buy any, but for me, it felt like there's a lot of upside on that token. And it's exactly how it played out here, guys. The token more than doubled here over the past 24 hours, now up to a $360 million market cap. And this is as of a couple hours ago. Might be doing even better at this point. But that token's got a great life ahead of it. And remember, it is going to have a Coinbase listing. So a lot of people can get exposure to this token. This token will be exposed to a lot of people. It's going to work out very nicely. That's a big time token. And I think here over the next many weeks and months, we will see prompt and Wayfinder agents and products on these token rankings, I think, regularly. It's a great team. Again, great products. We'll see a lot more of them. Okay, now we also talked about Subs.fun yesterday. Think of it like Reddit combined with AI, combined with crypto. I like the idea. My concern, if you even want to call it that, was just, you know what? All the people that you chat with are already in one place. How do you get them over when the people they want to chat with, well, they're not there. Plus, they have to buy tokens to get into it. Again, think of a token-gated forum. It's still a concern, but that concern's alleviated a little bit when you guys got guys like Ansem over in that ecosystem now. So I don't know if Ansem is maybe like a paid sponsor or if he found an opportunity and he liked what he saw there. But Ansem over on the Crypto AI forum and tweeting, "Good morning." Pretty interesting. I imagine, well, I don't have to imagine, guys, the token associated with this forum, and let me set the stage here a bit. When a forum is created, it creates a token, okay? And you need to own X number of that token to access that forum. It also creates an AI agent. And that agent then trained on everything that's spoken about in that forum. I really like the idea. There's definitely something there. It was just a matter of how do you get the people you want to talk with, how do you get them there? Again, a guy like Ansem can bring people over. That token ended up trending yesterday. It was one of the best performing tokens of the day. I can't remember if that was on Dex Screener or even on something like CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, but that token's definitely getting people's attention here. And market cap at the time of this tweet, and this is 24 hours old, but 4.5 mil. I'm almost tempted to go and check. We'll move on for the sake of time, but I would keep the eyes on Subs.fun. I think they might have something. Okay, now that's it for the crypto related projects. I have some, again, fun stories, a couple of heady stories, and we'll start with the heady story, right? We had an update yesterday from OpenAI. Their big update was that ChatGPT will now remember your entire history. It was a lesson to me. I thought it already did. It's not the case. You have to tell ChatGPT what you want it to remember. At this point, it remembers all of it. I think that's awesome, for me, incredibly useful. But I had an unlock, right? I had this aha moment with AI. Often with these products, you have to think of what keeps you in. What is the thing that keeps you coming back? Or more accurately, what keeps you from leaving and going to another product? And the term people use is the moat. Uh, man, Ejaz, if I say that right, I hope I do. But putting it perfectly here, it's this simple, guys. It's memory is the moat. The fact that your time, let's fast forward a year out, and if you're a daily ChatGPT user like I am, that's a year of training, a year of ChatGPT learning my personality and my quirks and the way I like things designed and worded. That's a year of time into training it that it now remembers, and now this thing is perfectly customized to me. If I leave ChatGPT and decide I want to go over to I don't know, Grok full time, or use Gemini or Claude, I lose all of that, all of it. So the moat is the memory. I think it's important to remember that, and also I think you need to consider that when you're picking what AI product you want to spend your time with. Um, Pick the one that does fit you best, because once you're in, you may have trouble leaving because of the memory issue. Let me reset the room here and give another heads up about our contest. Guys, we're doing a contest. Let's call it a clip contest. Throughout today's episode, you make clips about the show and tweet them out there over on X. And by the way, when you do that, make sure to tag the Swarm account. It is the Swarm underscore AI. Okay, make those clips. And when you do, I'm going to review them all. I'm going to pick my favorite clip, and whichever I pick is getting 10,000 Swarm. Okay, that's the contest. It's literally that easy. I'm going to drop a link again here for the abstract side. Okay, it's very easy to make clips over there. You pick a start time and end time, done. I believe on the YouTube side, it's just as easy. So you can take a YouTube clip and do the same thing. But point is, make a clip, put it out there. I'll check them all. Winner, 10,000 Swarm. And by the way, player, I really liked yours yesterday. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah, get in on it, guys. Staying on topic here, though, guys. Um, there's a deeper conversation. We're not going to have it now, but I am working to set up some interesting spaces with some big names in AI to talk about some of these bigger issues in AI. There's the UBI question, there's the replacing jobs question, but there's this data issue question. I'm fascinated by this, right? This idea that we value our data, our privacy, whatever. But counter to that, guys, we are going to give it away freely. We are. In fact, in my case, I am paying OpenAI for ChatGPT, and I'm paying them to give them my data. It's a really wild thing that happens. And so yes, we argue on one side that we want that privacy and our data, we should be paid for it, but we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's the complete opposite. We're running back the playbook of Facebook, Instagram, right? All these social media apps. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. But I just like to observe the things that are. That is definitely happening. Now we also got a kind of cool uh let's say topic here from James Cameron. You guys know James Cameron, Titanic and Avatar. In a way, it's on topic with data. Now, this also ties into something like story protocol and tokenized IP and copyright, and it's such a big issue here in AI. In fact, I might be on the wrong side of this argument, or I might have been. I might be changing my position, which is if you're training a model on copyrighted material, you should have to pay for that. Right? I think that's the common thought out there. Now, I'm not sure how common, to be totally honest, but that is the point of something like story protocol. One of its use cases. Again, if you want to train your agent on, think of the ChatGPT Ghibli scenario. If you want your agent to be able to put out those kind of outputs, you need to train it on that kind of material. And there is this argument that you should pay to train your agent on that. James Cameron, I think, has made me change my mind on it. Let's listen to his thoughts. It's just a minute long, but I think I have changed my take on this. So let's get that audio right. How about that? Okay, here we go. Do you for real? You guys have no audio? How do you have no audio? Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Jeez, I caught that really late. Do you still have no audio? Yeah, hang on. I want to pause it just to make sure you guys have it. When I first started it, it was no audio. I thought I fixed it. Hang on. I'm gonna play it. I need to know. Okay, so all the way through, you couldn't hear it. Okay, hang on. That's super weird. All right, let me rewind it and let's just make sure here. Still no audio. Fire myself. What in the world? Okay, let me think here. I don't want to get hung up on this too long, but man, I had another clip. Everything is right here. Okay, hang on. Let me try. You see it, guys. Technical issues live. Let me try. God, it's such a cool point. I really want you to hear it. Okay, let's do that. Let me double check. Okay. I think this is our first technical hiccup live. Someone's gonna stream. Someone's gonna clip this part. I know it. Right? That's what's gonna happen. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's give it a shot again. If it doesn't work, we'll just move on. I'll just sum up his point here. Any better? Oh, damn. Well, then the point here. God, it's such a great clip. I'll drop it anyways because people should listen. The point ultimately is not copyright, not copywriting the material that you are trained on. He's basically saying we're models. We take in all kinds of materials, copyrighted materials, and it's not that we are having to license things to ingest them. Sure, some of these things we might pay for, but there's not a penalty to view something, to have it then train. He calls your brain your meat computer, and he's right. Where the copyright claims and issues should come into play, it's the output side. Um, I like it. Again, I used to be of the mind that yes, if you want to train your model on certain looks, aesthetics, materials, and if they're copyrighted, you should have to pay. But um, I think I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about that at this point. It makes more sense that on the output side, at that point, if you're infringing on copyright, that's where you handle it. It's an interesting thought. I like his take. God, the audio thing really bums me out, but it's worth checking that out. I think that was a pretty insightful thing from him. Probably some of you guys were already at that point. I wasn't, so I am now. All right, moving on. Gosh, you know what? It's better you don't have audio for this one because I'd get a copyright strike. But AI, so useful, especially for memes, and actually right now is a tool in the tariff wars, guys. I mean, that's really happening. You have I don't know if this is like coming officially from the government of China. It might be, it might be, but all these pretty incredible AI video clips out there showing, look, the United States is trying to bring manufacturing back here. Well, to the States, this is what it's going to look like. I'm sorry, these are amazing clips. They just are. By the way, did we have audio that time? Because that would just be ironic if you hear that one, which will get me the copyright strike. Drop King GM sir. But dude, I mean, these are so great. These are they're I mean, they're on point. They're true. I mean, they're just just what AI is used for these days. At this point, again, it's being used in a trade war. It's used to win over minds. It's used to try to weaken the other side in a way. It's interesting stuff, man. But I just love AI. It's that simple. So just had to put these in front of you. Anyway, good stuff there. And then finally, man, I really wish I had audio for this too, but so cool. So cool here. Okay, check this out. The Wizard of Oz is getting a makeover. Now, when I saw this headline, I thought this was just the Wizard of Oz going to get some kind of like ultra high def remaster with AI that does the upscaling, because that happens already, right? Um, these movie studios actually use AI to upscale some of these movies to make these, old HD movies to make them 4K and add HDR stuff like that. Um, and you can see sometimes when AI does a terrible job, you can see it. And there's great examples of that all over the internet. I thought that's what this is, right? I thought we're getting a like ultra high def AI remake of The Wizard of Oz. That is not what's happening. No, well, to a degree that's happening here too, but they are taking that old film and they are now expanding that out to fit the Las Vegas Sphere's screen, which is wow, like what an undertaking. What an undertaking and what an experience that has to be to go see a movie like that on that kind of screen. And we have some footage of it. Yes. So, yes, there is a degree of it restoring the footage and making it look better. Like that's happening too. But I mean, this will give you a little idea of what it's going to feel like there. No audio still, right? For you guys, got the little thing and just man, this would be just a magic experience. I wish one day, player one day. Wait till you see this, guys. I'm seeing that is stunning. It's just magic. It's just magic. Okay, so it takes the original image. I'm sure it's enhancing color and also fidelity, but then it is adding to it as well, using AI to fill in the rest. This thing will stretch around you. You will feel like you're in it. It's an experience I think you could only get partially in something like VR, right? Similar to VR, but even in VR, your field of view is tiny. And so to get that experience, you have to turn your head. Whereas this, there's no turning your head. It literally, you're enveloped in it. I think this is magic. The sphere is just incredible. I have a feeling one day we'll see some cool um, experiences at the sphere where it's you wearing like AR glasses on top of the giant screen, which would be so cool. But I'm sorry, this is magic. I think the sphere is a it's a marvel of the world. Really, like it's that cool. It's that special. I think. And let's just do one other last clip here again, just to get an idea of the scale of this thing. Oh, I can't even imagine getting to see that live. They're expecting a pretty mixed reaction here, guys. Yeah, I probably would have needed to just reboot or something, Christian, but yep. All right. Well, hopefully we're better on this next time. I imagine. Look at that. I mean, right? That those kind of moments there. I mean, that's the kind of thing you can't recreate that anywhere other than again VR or on a screen like this. Wow. Wow. Yeah, lucky people will go to see that. Now, yeah, they're expecting some backlash about this too. Some people just don't want the, original version and vision tainted, changed, messed with. But you know what? It's a work of art. It's its own unique work of art. So we could put it like that. All right, guys, there is your update for the day. I didn't know. I don't know if Bono invested in this sphere, but he definitely played at it. I wouldn't be shocked if he invested. It's really something. Really is something. Um, let's see. Oh, Plasticites, I see you on Abstract, dude. I appreciate that. Um, now I know for next time if there's audio issues, not to talk. I see my audio is distorted. Well, maybe we're not going to get the best clips today, but do what you can with it. Again, get those clips out there. 10,000 swarm to my favorite clip. And we'll have better audio for you next time. Okay, so we'll keep the little contest rolling. So keep clipping. I don't have a specific cutoff. Just know that sometime this weekend I'm going to go and pick the winner. I'll reach out to you on DM. So keep your eyes on your DMs and we'll get your address and we'll send you some swarm. So there we go. Oh, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, those jam bands out there. In fact, I think there was a band like that I think there was a jam band that did play. I'd like to see King Gizzard play out there, man. That'd be a treat. Anyway, one last time, guys, make sure you smash the like wherever you're watching. Come over to the Crypto Slam side and subscribe. Catch the replays of these videos if you can't catch them live. And always catch our morning show, too. It's called Chain Reactor. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern time, hitting on crypto and NFTs. And we do a little AI there as well. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. And then finally, again, the Swarm_AI. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't see you on the weekend streams too, then enjoy the weekend, guys. We'll see you back here on Monday then. We'll see you.